know when you see that Georgia peach in the beginning, you know it's about to be some ass. MEA CULPA is the latest film from Tyler Perry and stars Kelly Rowland and Trevante Rhodes. Mia is an attorney and Mia is spelled M-E-A, hence MEA CULPA. You're so clever, Tyler Perry. MEA CULPA is Latin and translates to through my fault and comes from a prayer of confession in the Catholic Church. Basically, it's an apology to God. Mia's husband lost his job and she needs to take on a high-profile case for money. Our other star is Trevante Rhodes, who plays the role of Zyair. He's a talented artist who's accused of being a murderer and a womanizer. Mia reluctantly agrees to take Zyair on as a client, and seduction and plot twists and other hornery ensue. Okay, so let me start off by saying I swore I'd never watch another Tyler Perry film after I watched Temptation. So it's been nearly 11 years since I've seen a TP film. Yeah, I call him TP now. It just feels right. TP, toilet paper, shitty films. I mean, you get it. Admittedly, the opening scenes were a bit rough. I feel like the I love my mama more than I love my wife is an overdone trope, and it just feels hammy and just not believable. Mia's husband Kyle allows his mother to openly disrespect his wife, and everyone just laughs it off. Like, don't mind mom, she's just being herself. Okay, so Act 2 is when the film really gains traction and becomes a game of boundaries and seduction between Kelly and Trevante. I thought they had really good chemistry. I found myself liking the middle of the film the most. Then we get to the third act and this shit just goes off the rails and into hell. I really watched the last 30 minutes of this film thinking this can't keep getting worse, and the shit kept getting worse. I want to review this movie spoiler free, so I won't get into the plot twist. Yeah, all I can say is that it's M. Night Shyamalan at his worst type bad. So let's get into what I liked about the film. Whoever styled Kelly Rowland earned every single dollar. I mean, she looked amazing throughout the entire film. Most of the costumes were pretty good, mainly Kelly and Trevante. Like I stated earlier, I thought Kelly and Trevante had good chemistry. I don't particularly like the sexy scenes because it does nothing for me. And I thought some scenes with Trevante being a deviant were hilarious. I don't know if it was supposed to be funny, but it was hilarious to me. There was a scene in particular that I laughed at. It's a scene that involves Kelly on an elevator trying to leave, and Trevante is getting serviced by another woman. Can I say that? I can say that. Yeah, I can say that. But yeah, it's hilarious. Man's a sexual deviant. Okay, now for the bad. TP really needs to hire some writers. I mean, the dialogue comes off as overly soapy and dramatic just for the sake of being dramatic. The situations that Kelly finds herself in with her husband's family is just nonsensical. I just don't think actual well fleshed out people put up with that kind of mistreatment. Well, Kelly's character in particular, like Mia, it just doesn't lend herself to being pushed around. I mean, she's a high-class lawyer. She is, very confident and very sure of herself. So I don't see her being a target for bullying and putting up with it and saying nothing and letting people walk all over her. It just doesn't hold up. It just completely takes me out of my willing suspension of disbelief. I just don't see her letting a dude with no job talk bad to her, especially when she's the breadwinner in the household. All right, let's get to Kelly's acting. In the first half, I would say she was like a robot. Great singer, great dancer. We love Kelly, but her acting was stiff and robotic. And I believe I know why this happened. In an effort to be professional and keep her boundaries with Trevante, she couldn't make being professional and human work simultaneously. I think she was at her best when she was actually allowed to convey emotion. This film has some expensive set design and a costume budget to match. I just had this weird disconnect the entire film. So normally in a film where you see all these expensive set pieces with sprawling business offices and luxury homes and an art-lined luxurious lofts, you'd have the acting to go along with these set pieces. But most of the acting in the movie was serviceable, definitely mixed. I mean, it was like a disheveled crackhead in a well-tailored suit. Like, it didn't make sense in my mind. One of the only people that felt like truly believable and grounded and like a real person was Ron Rico. I think he does a great job in pretty much anything that he's in. I also got to talk about this gaming scene that's in this film. Like, it's one of the worst things I've ever seen. Just It's just gaming does not work like that. Just see her picture right here on the side of the screen. Look at that picture, bro. Like, the gaming doesn't work like that. Why would her picture be there? There's mention of a $3 million life insurance policy that is never expounded upon and never mentioned again in the latter half of the film. Like, it's just like, just never resolved. It's a few other things that I want to say, but like I said, I want this to be spoiler free. Finally, let me address the TP hate. I'm not a fan of his movies, but he doesn't really bother me. There are people arguing that he's setting black people back, that he keeps making the same movie. He writes black women as weak and vulnerable in every movie. And while some of that's true, I really don't care. I mean, I don't enjoy his films, so I don't watch them. I feel like there are way more toxic things in the black community other than TP. He has a proven formula and a dedicated fan base. And let's be real, he makes auntie movies. And there are a lot of aunties. It's people out there still watching wrestling, and I can't understand that for the life of me. It's like a soap opera for men. Man, let the aunties enjoy TP, man. Let them thirst out the Trevante, man. They ain't got much going, you know what I'm saying? Just let them have that, you know what I'm saying? They dedicated. They obviously aren't going anywhere, and TP is dedicated to making these same type of movies. So, man, y'all might as well just get over it. Real talk. Overall, this movie was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. You know, people are really bashing it hard online. I get it. Like, it's not good. Hold on. It's not a good film by any stretch of the imagination. But I think it had potential to be good. Like, you know, for all the flack that TP gets, you know, he does have some films that I've enjoyed. I thought Diary of a Mad Black Woman was a pretty good film. I thought Why Did I Get Married 1 and 2 were pretty good. You know, those are serviceable. I hear people talk about Daddy's Little Girls and The Family That Prays. That's the other film. I haven't seen those, but you know, I hear pretty good things about those. I like TP is just like talentless. Like, he has talent. I feel like if he had another writer to help him, then I feel like the movies could go a step further. Conversations are just meant to be like toxic, just for the sake of being toxic. It's not like in the flow of a real conversation. It's just like, what can I say to make the audience be like, oh, I wouldn't take that if it was me. It wouldn't be me getting talked to. Like, and I feel like most of the film is just like shock value conversation, because most of the situations and the dialogue, people don't talk like that. It's cheap writing, but I mean, he knows what his fans and his audience want. So, man, it is what it is. So if I had to give MEA CULPA a rating out of 10, 4 out of 10, boom, wherever it's at, I'm gonna keep my hands down here. So 4 out of 10. I do not recommend this film, you know, but I feel like it's not the worst film that I've ever seen, but I wouldn't recommend it, and I won't watch it again. So that's MEA CULPA from TP, Tyler Perry, your boy. And that's it. That's all we had today, man. Thanks for watching. Peace out.